We've all been there. We want what we can't have. It's a common human experience. Whether it's a lavish lifestyle, a prestigious career, or most commonly a person, the unattainable holds a certain allure. It sparks a fire in us, a longing that's hard to ignore. This desire for the forbidden is often amplified in romantic relationships. The person who seems perpetually out of reach can consume our thoughts, becoming the object of our fantasies and desires. The chase itself, the pursuit of someone we perceive as unattainable, can be intoxicating. But why are we drawn to what we can't have in matters of the heart? What is it about the elusive that makes them so irresistible? To understand this, we need to delve into the psychological underpinnings of desire and longing. One key factor is the principle of scarcity. We tend to place a higher value on things that are rare, limited, or difficult to obtain. This applies to everything from luxury goods to romantic partners. When something is scarce, it becomes more desirable. Our brains are wired to perceive scarcity as a sign of value. If someone seems constantly unavailable or disinterested, our desire for them can intensify. We crave what we can't have, and the more elusive they are, the more desirable they become. Another psychological aspect at play is the thrill of the chase. The pursuit of a potential partner triggers a rush of hormones like dopamine and adrenaline, which are associated with pleasure and excitement. This reinforces the cycle of desire, making us crave the feeling even more. This pursuit, however, often has less to do with the person themselves and more to do with the validation and excitement we seek. It's the thrill of the chase, the feeling of conquering a challenge that fuels our desire. While the initial stages of longing can be exciting, this dynamic can quickly become detrimental to our emotional well-being and the health of our relationships. When we fixate on someone unattainable, we risk ignoring potential partners who are genuinely interested and available. This dynamic can also lead to an imbalance in relationships. If one person is always pursuing and the other is always distant, it creates an unhealthy power dynamic. The pursuer may feel insecure and constantly seeking validation, while the distancer may feel suffocated and withdraw even further. Furthermore, idealizing someone who is unattainable sets us up for disappointment. We project our fantasies and desires onto them, often overlooking their flaws and incompatibilities. This can lead to heartbreak and disillusionment when reality inevitably fails to meet our unrealistic expectations. Section 4. Finding fulfillment in reciprocity. So how can we break free from this cycle of longing for the unattainable and cultivate healthy, fulfilling relationships? The key lies in recognizing the importance of reciprocity. True intimacy thrives on mutual respect, shared values, and a balanced give and take. Instead of chasing after someone who is emotionally unavailable or disinterested, focus your energy on finding a partner who values you and invests in the relationship equally. Look for someone who is present, responsive, and genuinely interested in getting to know you. Remember, a healthy relationship is a two-way street. Both partners need to feel seen, heard, and appreciated. Section 5. Cultivating healthy relationships. Building a healthy relationship requires conscious effort and a willingness to be vulnerable with each other. It's about being honest about your needs and expectations and being receptive to your partner's needs and feelings. Communication is paramount. Create a safe space where you can openly share your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. Listen actively to your partner and strive to understand their perspective. Furthermore, make a conscious effort to appreciate the love and affection you receive. Often we become so fixated on what we lack that we fail to recognize and appreciate the love that is readily available to us. Remember, relationships require nurturing. Invest time and effort into building intimacy, both emotional and physical. Shared experiences, common interests, and mutual support are the cornerstones of a strong and lasting bond. Section 6. The foundation of lasting love. Ultimately, lasting love is not about chasing after the unattainable, but about cherishing the person who chooses to be present with you. It's about building a partnership based on mutual respect, shared values, and a deep emotional connection. Let go of the need for external validation and recognize your own worthiness of love and happiness. When you believe in your own value, you're less likely to settle for someone who doesn't recognize it. Remember, love should be a source of joy, not a constant chase. Choose to invest in relationships that are reciprocal, fulfilling, and built on a foundation of mutual respect and shared commitment.